Oh, Callum, please. Spreydon-Cashmere-Heathcote.
Thanks, Your Worship. Apologies from Care today, so I'm unable to make it. Thanks for welcoming us back. So I've got a few things to cover off today. Firstly, Waltham mural event. So we'll start off with some with a nice, happy community story. On the 13th of April, we had a event to prepare the wall of the Waltham pool for a mural. So it was looking pretty bare before that, and as you can see, they've done a great job to bring that to life. And it wasn't just the painting; it was a whole community event wrapped around that as well, with the YCD Trust, Youth and Cultural Development, and local. They had a barber, braider, DJ, and a sausage sizzle. And yeah, the mural there was done by Kofi Holbosch. This is a pretty exciting development for our board. The board's approved a ground lease to the Addington Farm Trust to a section of the park of Addington Farm. So this is the park that's on the corner of Barrington Street and Brougham Street is what you'll probably think of, that park on the corner there. So they're just in the bottom right there is the section that we've granted to this community group for this lease. It's had extensive community support through consultation. There's lots and lots of excitement and positive feedback, and we're really hopeful that it's going to activate a bit of what's currently a bit of an underutilised and dark and dingy corner of the park, with a bit of antisocial behaviour. So we're really hoping this will turn that around, and the community is excited about that too. I guess one thing to say about this from our point of view is that we're aware that currently on the budget there is a line for the refurbishment of the toilet block there, and there's a budget essentially, as far as we're aware, to replace what's existing. The Addington Farm Trust is really hoping that we can sort of take the opportunity of this change to activate that toilet block as well into something that serves both the farm and the wider community much better than the current toilet block. So we'd like to see more than just replacing what's there. We'd like to see a bit of creativity, maybe some redesign of the structure, and we're not sure exactly how what the design would look like yet exactly, or the budget required, but we'd really love to see staff working with the community group to sort of figure out what's possible, and if more budget is required to work with our board, I suppose, in council to figure out where that money could come from. It's got a lot of potential, that site. Our neighbourhood building project that's been happening in Addington and Waltham has been a huge success. So this was originally funded through the board's Better Off funding. It's about strengthening local connections and building a participation culture in Addington and Waltham. So we had a temporary paid professional there to build leadership and voluntary leadership in the community, and so that when that person's by the time that person's contract comes to an end, that the community will have a elevated group of leaders who are able to support different ideas in the community with resourcing and marketing and all that sort of thing. It really is about leadership development at the end of the day, and network building. And actually, the Addington project was so successful that the Department of Internal Affairs took interest, and they've actually invested quite a large amount of money, millions of dollars, to deliver similar projects in 3 suburbs around New Zealand, one of which is in the Herne Hay area. So we're seeing this model replicated. So I think it's a huge credit to the staff involved. It's quite an innovative approach to community development, and we're excited to see it expanding. I guess on the other topic of community development, you might have seen in the media a bit about the Yarns Men. So they'll be setting up shop in our board area, providing a safe space for men to have open and honest conversations. And they're aspiring to a zero suicide communities in New Zealand, which is pretty cool. And also, I want to echo everything that's been said so far around the successes that the staff have had around managing flooding, both in terms of preparation with those retention ponds. As was mentioned, we've had better flooding outcomes with more rain, which is a huge credit to the engineering that's been done there. But also want to thank the staff that were working on the day to communicate with the community. I know our board staff was really busy. We're really busy talking with all of our neighbourhood groups, and our overall response from the community is really positive. If you'll permit me an extra 10 seconds, I also do want to acknowledge the passing of Jens Christensen. We extend our deepest sympathies to his family. Jens Christensen's a former member of the Selwyn District Council and was working in the progress of working with the board to find a home for the historic Ben's car that we were looking to house somewhere in Sumner. You might have remembered that from a previous board presentation, but just wanted to acknowledge his passing while we were here. That's all from me.
Okay. Absolutely. Yes, Timothy.
Two things, just with regards to the Eddington farm. Some years ago, we moved Eddington House to Cornelius Reserve, which was on Disraeli Street. Cornelius Reserve was not used. It had a playground and everything, but it wasn't really used. Moving the Eddington cottage to that site has totally revitalised that whole area for the local community, to the point where we've now got a 3-on-3 half basketball, which has totally changed that whole area. So the Eddington farm going to Eddington Park, which is a fantastic park, by the way. If you want to see good league games, go there. It should be a revitalisation for that whole area, which we're really excited about. So, so the board's really supporting this. So thank you. Cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Okay, so we've got Jason and Bridget and the new associate board member, Cooper.